Ever since I blew,
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the San Antonio Dreadnoughts and the Toronto Mounties. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Antonio Dreadnoughts and the Toronto Mounties. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Clinton. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to wind up in there, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. On the crossing route, complete. That's Lane. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got enough.
And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the defense. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a handoff here to his running back. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 65 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete. It's Sherman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On 3rd down, Clinton firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Ready. 50, plant.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Clinton looking left side. He's got it, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Back to throw. Clinton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Clinton going up top. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Clinton, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Clinton. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. Looking to throw. Clinton. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 35 yards there on the third down conversion. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's a second and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
9th play of the drive now on third and a country mile.
It's just me and you.
From the gun, Clinton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Looking to throw on second down. Hamilton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. 7-7, our score after 1. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Operating from the gun, Hamilton looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are our visitors to take over on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Off play action. Clinton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Clinton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to throw, Clinton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just looking the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Throwing on 3rd and long. Clinton. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On 1st and 10, Clinton over the middle, and it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. On 3rd down, Goodson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken the lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Hamilton. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Clinton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
56, Mike, 56. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off the bootleg, Clinton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
The offense on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd. Looking to throw. Clinton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sherman. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Off the play fake. Clinton. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Let's go. 91. Here we go, D.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. You know, their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true, because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with the crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Operating from the gun, Hamilton. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Scott. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Single. I got 87.
To throw on second down, Hamilton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Hamilton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's George. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A drive that time of 6 plays. this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. From the gun, Clinton. Throw left side complete. It's Sherman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Clinton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on first down, Clinton. It's a short. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the carry, this is Scott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hamilton got his man complete over the middle. That's Lane. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Go! 18 Gator.
They'll run on first down. Scott able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. They go again with Scott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hamilton. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for their fullback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Back to throw. Hamilton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. It's a touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to power through. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clinton firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Call that a gain of 11. On 1st down, Clinton. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. In for the score. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here's the home side to take over on offense. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Scott. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It's a first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Scott. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, Hamilton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hamilton. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
18, Gator. You can't hang. He's not going to get me. 5.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hamilton. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. As his guys are back within a single score.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for two. From the gun, Hamilton to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. To throw on third down. Clinton, he'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
To throw on second down, Clinton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sherman. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go. 15-1. 15-1. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here is the home side to take over on offense.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw. Watch the curve. Five.
Throwing on first down. Hamilton. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2nd and 6. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Here we go.
This offense down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Hamilton. Over the middle, complete. It's Lane. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw. Hamilton. And he whips that one incomplete there. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Hamilton. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
All day. Right 52, right 52.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Now.
Looking to throw. Hamilton. Wide
wide open receiver complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up...
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This will be fielded at the 17.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. And this offense on third down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Hamilton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And they'll send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Goodson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 2. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They go play action here on first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they had, as well as the understanding where they are on the field.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this from 46. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by a field goal, and time, a huge factor. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? Most of they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie. But this one wasn't sleeping, maybe just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He's back to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete.
15,
and brings up third down.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
All ball, baby. All ball. It's all.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for San Antonio, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.